Welcome to our Heat Mula Flow sequence. This sequence establishes our roots with the earth for stability and grounding, and works with the lower body to ease lower back pain, tight hamstrings, and weak glutes, to release negativity, clear space, and let go of what is not needed. Coming to a comfortable seated posture for yourself. Sitting nice and tall, grounding through the sit bones, lengthening through the spine, and rising through the crown of the head. The legs are nicely relaxed. The shoulders are relaxed away from the ears, and the arms are just resting on the back of the knees with the palms face up. And you can choose to take a mudra at this point. And just coming to your mat, coming to the area you have chosen for your practice today, the surroundings, where you are right now, and come into that present moment as you take some mindful breaths. Breathing in through the nose, and breathing out through the nose. Breathing in and breathing out. Just allowing yourself time to come to your breath. Taking inhales and exhales of equal length. Clearing all thoughts from past and future. Just coming into that present moment, being with yourself, within your body and your mind. And allowing a sense of calm and stillness to wash over you. Maintaining nice, even breaths. Samavriti, equal breath. Equal inhale to an equal exhale. Taking note if the mind starts to wander. And just returning to that breath. Breathing in all the way from the base of the spine, all the way to the crown of the head, and breathing out from the crown of the head, all the way to the base of the spine. This practice is a sense of releasing any negative thoughts, or holding patterns to clear space and let go of what is not needed. And you can take a positive statement or affirmation at this point for your intention for your class today. I am safe, grounded, and secure. I am safe, grounded, and secure. And then just slowly bringing some soft and gentle movement back into the fingers, back into the wrists as you rotate the wrists one way and the other, and then just circling through the shoulders a few times to release any tension that you may have built up whilst you were in your seated posture. And then slowly opening the eyes if they were closed. And taking time to move out of your seated posture to come into a child's pose. Just resting the sit bones, the buttocks back towards the heels, really lengthening through the spine as you just release into the hips, the legs, and the feet. And reaching the arms out in front of you. And then taking that nice deep breath in as you stretch into that child's pose, breathing in through the back body, and as you exhale, let everything go towards the earth. Come back towards that intention for your practice. And then just inhaling to come up into all fours or a tabletop position, placing the wrists underneath the shoulders and the knees underneath the hips, really spreading the fingers as wide as you can here. And just coming into a gentle cat and cow to alleviate some tension within the spine, to bring some mobilization back into the joints. As you inhale, you open into that cow, open through the chest. And as you exhale, you curl into the upper back and the middle back by drawing the chin in towards the chest and the pubic bone towards the navel. Just taking a few repeats here for yourself. Using the breath to fluidly move through your cat and cow. And just coming back into that tabletop position, realigning through the pelvis and coming into some opposition work with the arms and the legs. Just stretching the right leg back behind you, just pressing into the toe beds, lengthening through the leg. Reach the left arm out and the right leg back as you breathe in. Exhale, draw the elbow and the knee in towards the center. Reach out on that breath in and reach in on that breath out. Trying to stabilize through the pelvis, using the core stability and lifting away from that front right wrist and lifting up out of that left knee. And repeating on the other side, taking that left leg back behind you, tucking those toes in and just lengthening through that back leg. And then just reaching that right arm forward and left leg lifts as you inhale. Exhale, draw the knee to elbow in towards the center, curl high into the back. Reach out long. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, reach out. And breathe out as you come in. Last one here. Reach out with the fingertips and the toes. Exhale, draw it all in. And then release back into that tabletop position. And coming into some gentle glute and hamstring work, but just lifting that right leg up towards the sky, trying to get a 90-degree bend into the back of the knee, pressing up through the heel and the sole of the foot, and then just take a gentle opening through the hip as you open that foot back behind you. Taking it to the left leg raises, pulses up towards the sky, drawing the abdomen in towards the lower back, and then slowly open through that hip. Maybe the head turns to the right to look at that left foot. And then bringing that back into tabletop once more and just releasing on your exhale breath, taking it back into a gentle child's pose as you stretch the fingertips forward and just let the hips rest back towards the heels. Tucking the toes and pressing through the palms, lifting the hips up towards the sky, and just coming into your downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Releasing one heel at a time, just to find some length through each leg. And when you feel comfortable with your breath and your posture, just releasing both heels at the same time, lengthening through the Achilles tendon, through the calves, trying not to hyperextend in the back of the knee, but lifting the sit bones up towards the sky, lengthening through the spine, taking nice deep breaths. And slowly bend into the knees, walk the feet towards the hands at the front of the mat. When you get there, just take the feet a little wider, hip width, and then lengthen through the spine, a half forward bend, reaching the head away. Create space between the hips and the belly and thighs as you come into a bent-legged forward fold, relaxing the body down, relaxing the head and the neck, maybe interlacing the hands around opposite elbows and swaying from side to side to release any tension into the lower back. And then slowly bend into the knees, roll up through the spine all the way to standing, bringing the shoulders in line with the hips. Last thing to come up, crown of the head, come into Tadasana, mountain pose. Taking some nice deep breaths here before we come into our sun salutations. Standing in Samasthiti, deep exhale. Inhale, arms raise, upward facing salute. Exhale, forward fold, thumbs to third eye. Inhale, right leg steps back. You can always place that knee down or keep that knee off of the mat. Sink the hips down and then take it back into your plank. Lower the knees, chest to the mat as you breathe out. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg steps forward. Sink the hips towards that front heel. Exhale, forward fold at the front of the mat. Let everything release. Inhale, use the core, bring you up to standing. Upward facing salute. Press the pelvis forward. Exhale, go all the way down. Inhale, left leg steps back. And open through the chest. Inhale, place the palms, take it back into a high plank. Exhale, knees down, chest, ground position. Release the body to the mat, roll the shoulders back as you inhale for cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg steps forward between the hands. Low lunge and exhale, step forward to the front of the mat, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, upward facing salute, open through the chest, and exhale, take the hands back to heart center, Samasthiti, second round. Inhale, arms raise. Exhale, forward fold from the hips. Inhale, right leg steps back. Maybe you wish to introduce the arms at this point. Reach the fingertips away. Feel that rooting and rising feeling. Inhale, step it back. Meet the feet into plank. Exhale, knees down, ground position all the way to the mat. Inhale, Bhujangasana, cobra. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg steps forward between the hands. We always stay on the same leg. Raise the arms up to the sky and exhale. Step it forward to the front of the mat, forward fold, release everything, let go, let gravity be your friend. Inhale, raise it all the way up, palms may be connected, open through the chest. Exhale, thumbs to third eye, forward fold. Inhale, left leg steps back, low crescent lunge or a high crescent lunge. Exhale, place the palms, and then inhale into plank. Exhale, knees down, ground position, chest between the thumbs. Release the body. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg steps forward. Find that crescent lunge, Anjanasana, once more. Exhale, step it forward to the front of the mat. And inhale, gather it all up as you come up to standing. And exhale, back into heart center once more. Inhale, upward facing salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right leg steps back, crescent lunge. Exhale, place the palms down, step it back into plank. Exhale, knees down, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg up and back behind you. Bring that leg straight through to meet the hands. Come into that low lunge, that Anjanasana once more, and then step it forward. Deep breath out, deep breath in as you come up to standing. And exhale, thumbs to third eye, all the way down, forward fold. Let gravity be your friend once more. Inhale, Anjanasana. Open up towards the sky, sink the hips down towards the earth, place the palms, step it back, inhale plank, exhale knees down, ground position, inhale cobra, Roll the shoulders back and down. Draw those elbows in towards the rib cage. Exhale. Take it back, downward dog. Release the heels towards the mat. Inhale, left leg goes up and back behind you into that crescent lunge. And exhale. Take it to the front of the mat. Release the head and the neck. Inhale, arms come up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Samastiti. Take a few nice grounding, deep breaths here. Just notice what's going on. Feel the effects and the benefits of your Surya Namaskar, your sun salutations. Feel grounded through the soles of the feet and rising through the crown of the head. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right leg steps back. Anjanasana. And exhale, take that leg back into the plank as you lower your knees, chest all the way to the mat. Inhale, cobra, nice opening through the chest. Exhale, back into downward dog. Just take a few deep breaths here in your Adho Mukha Svanasana. Find the posture, find that calm. Inhale, right leg goes up and back behind you. Bring that leg straight through to meet the hands, arms raised, and you open the arms out to the side as you square your hips and your chest off to the side of your mat. Come into Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. So bending into that front knee. The front knee is in line with the ankle. And coming into side angle pose. Take that arm up towards the sky or over the head. And rotate through that rib cage as you feel that long line all the way from the fingertips right down to the outer edge of your back foot. Come back into Warrior 2. Straighten through that front leg. Extend through the right arm. And as you come into your triangle, Trikonasana. Stabilizing, grounding, breathing. Find control in the posture. Release to Warrior 2. Windmill the hands over, frame the front foot, send that leg back into plank as you inhale. Exhale, knees down, chest to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, send the hips back. Downward dog, lift through the sit bones, lengthen through the back of the legs. Nice deep couple of breaths here. Find that calm and stillness once more in the posture. Inhale, left leg up and back behind you. Bring that leg straight through to meet the palms. And inhale into Anjanasana and exhale into Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Ground through the feet. Draw the inner thighs towards one another. And coming into that side angle pose, Utthita Pasva Konasana. Maybe the hand just stays in line with the shoulder, reaching the fingers up towards the sky, or you can take that arm over the head and the bicep in line with the ear. Feel that lovely lateral stretch all the way down the side of the body. Not too much weight in that underneath arm. You are supporting yourself with your core. Release to Virabhadrasana 2 and then come into your triangle on that left side. So trying to stack the wrists above one another here in your triangle pose. Feel grounded through the feet. Draw the belly in towards the lower back and open through the rib cage. Bend into that front knee to Warrior 2. Windmill the hands over, frame the front foot, turn on the back toes, send that left foot back to meet the right into your plank. Exhale, knees down, ground position, connecting vinyasa. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. A few deep breaths here, once more. And then just lowering the knees down towards the mat, coming into a child's pose, Balasana. Nice deep inhale into the back body. Lengthen through the spine, relax the head and the neck down towards the mat, maybe taking an opportunity to reflect on your intention. I am grounded. I am secure. And then releasing into tabletop, exhale back into downward facing dog. So just walking the hands back towards the feet at the back of the mat, and just taking your hands underneath the soles of your feet. So pressing into the palms just gives some element of release into the wrists. You can always bend the elbows, you can bend the knees, relax the head and the neck, and lift through the sit bones. Nice deep breaths. And then releasing the hands, bending through the knees, rolling up through the spine. Last thing to come up is the crown of the head. Feel grounded before we come into our standing balance flow. Stabilizing through the left leg. Lifting the right foot either to the ankle, the calf, or the thigh. Pressing that thigh against the foot and the sole of the foot against the thigh. Hands can be in heart center, or you can take them above the head, wherever you feel comfortable. Find that single point of gaze, that drishti, your focus, to find your balance. Nice deep breaths, and then crossing that right leg over the left, wrapping that toe around the back of the left calf, or just by the side of that ankle, and crossing the arms in front of the face. And extending back into warrior three. Always have a little check of that balance for yourself. And extending that right leg back behind you, pressing through the sole and the heel of the foot as the arms just come out to the side at shoulder height, and then just bringing yourself back into the center for the opposite side. So placing the left foot either at the ankle, the calf, or the thigh. Lengthening through the spine once more, rooting and rising. Hands come either into the heart center or they rise above the head, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears, finding that single point, that drishti, your focus. And then as you come into Garudasana, eagle pose, crossing that left leg over the right thigh and then crossing the arms in front of the face, reaching up with the fingertips and then bending through the supporting leg. And unraveling the leg and taking that straight back behind you into warrior three, Virabhadrasana 3, and maybe the arms then unravel out to the sides, reach away with the fingertips, a beautiful T shape from crown of head back to heel. And then slowly bring yourself back into center. Take a few moments into Tadasana and bring the hands into heart center. Inhale, the arms go up. Upward facing salute. Exhale, forward fold. And then just walking the hands out in front of you to come into your downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up and back behind you. Bring that foot straight through to meet the hands. And then coming into lizard pose. So just sinking the hips downwards towards the mat. Go easy here into the deep stretch into the hip flexors. And maybe if it's comfortable for you, you can always bring the forearms down to the mat or place them on a block if you have blocks handy, just to give that extra height away from the mat. Many variations in lizard pose, so you can tuck the back toe and lift the knee off of the mat and then just rock forwards and backwards. And then as you're coming out of lizard, just open through the chest. Come up onto the fingertips once more. Find that really great opening through the hips. And then just rock backwards onto that left knee. If you're on a hard surface, just maybe double up the mat. Give your knee some extra padding. And then fold over that front leg. Relax as you exhale. Let everything go. This is your Ardha Hanumanasana, your half splits. You can always take a bend into that right knee, but keep drawing those toes up towards the sky with that dorsiflex. And then slowly just rock yourself forward once more, tucking that back toe And coming up into a high lunge, sinking the hips downwards. Always that feeling of rooting and rising. And just 3 pulses here with that back knee. Lowering the knee downwards towards the mat, pressing through the foot. Release the hands, send the leg back, connecting vinyasa, plank. Exhale, ground position. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Find some time. And inhale, left leg up and back behind you for the left side. Bring that foot to the outer edge of your mat. And trying to keep that ankle in line with the knee. You can release that back foot onto the top of the foot and you can come down onto your forearms, keeping nice length into the spine, trying not to curl too much. You can again tuck those back toes and lift the knee off of the mat if you feel comfortable to do so. And then rocking forwards and backwards, just gently. And then coming back up onto the fingertips. Lengthen through the arms. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Open through the chest and the upper back. And then rock back into that Ardha Hanumanasana, those half splits, as you fold forward. Bringing the head down towards the knee, drawing those toes up towards the sky and the dorsiflex. Taking bends into the knee wherever you need. And then releasing. Pressing into that left foot, tucking that back toe, raising yourself up, finding that core balance to bring you up into Anjaneyasana, crescent lunge, and then lowering that back knee. Only the knee comes down, so you are just bending into both knees. Everything else stays the same. And then exhale down to the mat, inhale into plank, connecting vinyasa, knees down, ground position, breathe out. Inhale, open, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Find those calming breaths. Find stillness in the posture, and then slowly lower the knees down to the mat and take a breath. And coming to the side of your mat, we'll now take frog pose, Mandukasana. Taking the knees wide and just trying to find that 90-degree bend if possible within the thigh and the calf. And a 90-degree bend into the ankles, so turning the toes towards your mat. If you are again on a hard surface, just double up the mat underneath the knees and let the hips just sink downwards towards the earth as you take a nice deep breath out and just surrender. And a few deep breaths in your frog as you slowly and gently come out of the pose, bringing the toes together and then coming back to the back of the mat into that tabletop position and coming into pigeon pose. Bringing the right knee to the right wrist, turning that right foot towards the outer edge of your left side of your mat. Just take a check behind you as you look towards that left leg, see if it's in line with the hip, and then fold the body as you breathe out over that front leg. And just let go. Let go of any thoughts. Let go of any tension. Let go of any muscle contraction. And deep breaths out. Coming back out of the posture, just bringing the hands back towards the knee, taking it back into three-legged dog, lifting that right leg up and back behind you, returning back into downward dog, lowering the knees once more to prepare for the left side, bringing the left knee to the left wrist. That left foot comes towards the right wrist. Take a check behind you, take a check to see if that right leg is in line with the hip, and then sitting up tall and exhale, create space between the body and the thigh as you fold forward into a sleeping pigeon pose, Kapotasana. Let the body go. Allow gravity to take over here for you, taking most of the work away as you breathe out deeply, letting go, releasing all tension, and just surrendering towards the earth. Slowly bringing those hands back towards the knee, coming up into the spine, tucking that back toe, pressing into the palms, taking that leg back behind you into three-legged dog, and then releasing that leg down to meet the right into downward dog, and then taking a wide leg child's pose. Take the knees to the outer edges of the mat. Release the arms around by the side of the legs and interlace the thumbs on the heels. Relax the head down onto the mat. Maybe another opportunity to recall that intention. I am grounded. I am secure. And just let everything release here in your child's pose. Slowly rolling up through the spine. Last thing to come up is shoulders in line with the hips, crown of the head, and just turning around, swinging the legs around in front of you to come into a seated forward bend, Paschimottanasana. Engaging through the legs, drawing the toes up towards the sky, dorsiflex, reach the arms up as you breathe in, and as you exhale, lengthen through the spine, folding from the hips, and come into a beautiful forward bend, keeping the neck in line with the spine, reaching the sit bones back down towards the earth, and then creating space. Maybe the hands come to the toes, the ankles, the calves, or the thighs. You can always sit on a block here if you find your hamstrings are particularly tight, and also you can bend your knees. Just trying to find that openness through the chest and that openness through the upper back as you feel length through the entire spine. With each exhale, maybe the body comes further down towards the legs, bringing that forehead down towards the knees. Roll up through the spine nice and slowly, and then coming into Janu Shirshasana, which is head to knee pose. Taking the right foot to the inside of the left thigh, and then folding over that left leg. Relaxing the head down towards the knee, let the head be heavy. Just notice what's going on with your body here. Just check into the hips, check into the legs, check into the spine. Use your breath and release and let go once more. As we start to slow down our practice now, just drawing intention into the body, finding that body awareness, using that mind, body, and breath experience, and coming to the other side, taking the left foot to the inside of the right thigh, engaging the dorsiflex in your right leg, and then folding over head to knee in Janu Shirshasana on the right leg. Let everything go down towards the leg. Feel grounded to the earth. And rolling up through the spine, coming into a half spinal twist, Ardha Matsyendrasana, taking the left leg across the right thigh. You can keep that right leg out in front of you, straight if you prefer, or you can tuck it underneath you if both sit bones are coming back down towards the mat. Take the left hand back behind you, lightly resting on those fingertips. Create length through the spine and twist through the torso as you take the right arm across the leg. Maybe closing the eyes to draw that drishti, that focus inwards. And just finding a nice twist for yourself here. Creating length on your inhale through the spine and releasing deeper into the twist on that exhale breath. And slowly returning to the center and just lifting the feet and turning all the way around to the back of the mat, which will bring the opposite foot in front. So the right leg is now in front of the left. And again, you can keep that leg straight out in front of you or tuck it back towards that right buttock. And coming into the posture on the other side, taking the hand back behind you, lightly resting on those fingertips, creating length in the spine, closing the eyes, and just taking nice deep breaths. Spinal mobility is so important for daily living, and also twists help the digestive system, as well as rejuvenating fluid within the discs. Bringing yourself back into center, releasing the legs out in front of you, and then just bringing yourself a little bit forward onto the mat so that you can allow yourself to roll down through the spine, just drawing the abdomen back in towards the lower back. Then the lower back comes down towards the mat, working through the middle back, through the upper back. Shoulders come all the way down and relax the head. And then just really try and find that connection with the entire spine underneath you. And drawing the knees in towards the chest. And just take a moment to roll out and massage. It's a wonderful opportunity to give yourself a massage here when the knees are into the chest. Taking the arms out to the side at shoulder height with the palms face up. And then just taking a gentle twist into the spine by rocking the knees together over to the right side. And maybe if you wish to, you can turn the head towards the left and look along that arm towards the palm, or close the eyes and imagine that focus coming from your drishti, your inner awareness. And then drawing the head back into center, drawing the knees back into center, realigning through the pelvis and the spine once more before moving over to the left. So taking both knees together. And maybe the knees meet the floor, maybe they don't. Maybe you wish to place a block underneath the knees. And again, you can turn the head to look along that arm towards that right palm, or close the eyes and find a moment of stillness as we've come down into our reclined postures. All the while feeling grounded, feeling safe as you lie on your mat. Draw the knees in towards the chest once more as you roll and massage out. And then take the legs straight up to the sky. And then you can introduce the arms, if you wish to, into that dead bug pose. Just reach for the toes. You don't have to touch them, you just reach. And then let everything go. Let the shoulders release down. And then taking the right knee in towards the chest for a reclined leg stretch. You can keep the left knee bent with the sole of the foot on the floor. You can lengthen that leg along the mat, but keep drawing that knee in towards the chest. And then you lengthen that leg up towards the sky. Hand to big toe pose. And if your hand doesn't meet the toe, you can always use a strap, or you can hold behind the calf or behind the thigh, trying to stabilize through the pelvis once more. Try not to hitch that hip towards the waist. Slowly release that leg, draw both knees in, roll and massage out, keeping the left knee in towards the chest. Take a bend into that right knee, or lengthen it along the mat for the left side. And again, just raising that foot up towards the sky, using that dorsiflex to feel the engagement of muscles along the back of the leg, the hamstring, the back of the knee, into the calf and the ankle. Maybe feeling something into the glutes at this point. But wherever you are feeling, wherever you're noticing, just notice the differences as we've transferred from right to left. And drawing those knees back in towards the chest once more, roll out. And then just coming back into that dead bug pose for some pause. So taking the legs straight up to the sky, arms up the sky, rotating through the ankles, through the wrists. Taking a bend into the knee if you need to at this point, aiming to keep the heels in line with the hips, wrists in line with the shoulders. Let the back body entirely relax and release and feel heavy as it sinks towards the earth beneath you, and you find softness in the face, neck and shoulders. Then drawing the knees back in towards the chest and roll and massage out once more. Opening the knees out to the sides of the mat as you gently rotate and open through the hips into our reclined breath work, or pranayama, in Supta Baddha Konasana, or bound angle pose. You can take the arms out to the sides of the body with the palms face up, or place the hands gently on the hip bones to bring some warmth and comfort to this area of the body to release any emotional tension. And the soles of the feet are lightly connecting to one another. And as you lie on your back, just find that connection with the spine. Notice if there's any arching into the lower back, or if your lower back is fully connected and relaxed underneath you. Relax into the shoulders, the chest, the upper and the middle back. Allow the throat to be soft, the skin on the face to be soft, and the jaw and teeth to be soft. Finding that nice even breath, samavriti, equal inhale to equal exhale. Truly feeling where you are right now, right here in this present moment. Nothing else matters apart from feeling grounded and secure. And then just taking your time to come out of this posture by taking the hands underneath the thighs, lifting the legs towards one another, and then just drawing the knees in towards the chest. And roll and massage out here. Maybe you'd like to lift the head and the neck off of the mat and draw the head towards the knees. And then when you start to release that back towards the mat, feel the spine nicely lengthened. And then coming into our final posture for our practice today, which is Shavasana, for our final relaxation together. Relaxing the entire body, taking space, arms out to the side, palms face up, feet relaxed. And then just take a moment to relax into the head and the neck, maybe moving the head from side to side. And just relax into the hips and the pelvis as you just give yourself a little sway from side to side. Make yourself feel super comfortable. And relaxing into the feet, maybe stretching the legs along the mat and just gently dropping those down towards the floor. And relaxing into the fingers, the wrists, maybe clenching into the fists, and then just allowing those to fall back down lightly towards the mat. And then find that comfortable posture for yourself so that you can avoid any movement, any fidgeting for the next few moments in our relaxation together. The most important part of your practice is Shavasana. It allows the mind and the body to completely relax and settle. Bring some calm. Also some regeneration into the cells, into the muscles that we've worked through our grounding flow. And allowing the mind to settle here from any outside influences and distractions. Just drawing in towards your breath, slowing the breath down as you slow the heart rate. and find that calm and stillness within your Shavasana. Forget all of your ideas about the body. It's this way or it's that way. Just be with any area of it, this present body, as permeated with limitless space, drenched in freedom. And awakening from your Shavasana, bringing some soft and gentle movement back into the body as you deepen through the breath. Bringing some movement to the hands and the feet, maybe taking the arms above the head, giving the body a really big stretch, reaching the fingertips away and the toes away, and then drawing the knees in towards the chest and just gently massaging, doing what you need to awaken your spine from your Shavasana, rolling over to one side, using the palm to press you up to come back into seated posture, returning to Sukhasana, easy pose, returning to that mudra that maybe you set at the beginning of practice. And as you sit, just breathe for a few moments. Feel that length in the spine, feel that space within the joints and the muscles. And feel that calm and stillness within the mind. Just recognize any differences within your mind and body to the start of your practice. Returning back to that intention that we set at the beginning of our practice together today. I am safe, grounded, and secure. Giving thanks and gratitude to yourself for your practice today, thanking the body, the mind, your energy, and I thank you for joining us. Namaste, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you.